got a call on the night of early morning hours of Thursday, September 30th, that there had been a fire at the church. And so I had no idea what I was walking into, but walked up and quickly realized that this was not just a small ordeal, that this was a big occurrence that happened at our church. And walked around to the main sanctuary and saw that accelerant had been poured down the middle aisle and a right aisle, accelerant all down some of the pews, and those had been lit on fire, and there was just a thick haze of smoke all in our main sanctuary. It was almost surreal to hear the alarm bells going off and that announcer from the speaker saying there's been an emergency, evacuate the building. Walking in the main sanctuary, if you've been in there before, you know we have this beautiful pulpit, and we have a cross on the front of it that's kind of golden metal right there in the front. And coming back in later, it was so unique to see. We have this fire-resistant carpet, so you can see the trail where the accelerant was poured right up to the foot of the cross. And it was almost like a snake-like pattern that writhed its way right up to the foot of the cross and stops just short. It was just a reminder, afresh and anew, just constantly, that God's with us, that His cross is victorious, what He's done to save us from the pit of hell. There's nothing that overcomes that. And then, obviously, that first night was, where are we going to worship on Sunday? That was a huge priority, that we don't want to meet off-site. We don't want to meet somewhere else. We want to meet on our physical footprint, just as a reminder that the church needs to be together. It's good for us to be together. We thought, let's meet in the parking lot. And we were all set to go in the parking lot, and then we saw that morning that rain was coming, so that moved us over to the parking garage, which was, to me, kind of a downer. I walked into that morning feeling very down, frustrated that we weren't in Stakely, frustrated that we had a fire, frustrated that the rain was coming, and then all of a sudden the Lord did this. Just probably one of my top worship experiences I've had in my life was in that parking garage that first Sunday after this fire. Just God's people coming together, people coming in everywhere into this parking garage, the voices lifting off the concrete. Just, it felt like an incredible, intimate, but also just everybody was singing with a renewed passion and excitement of what the Lord was doing, even though it was hard. The Lord was doing something in our midst. And for, I think it was 4 weeks total, from parking garage and out in the parking lot, the Lord blessed us with just amazingly good weather. We shared the Lord's Supper in the parking garage, and then we had lunch on the grounds that first Sunday, and then we had breakfast the next Sunday. And so we just had this sweet time of fellowship. The number one request that everybody's gotten from this time at our worship service has been, can we do outdoor services more often? Which I think is a testimony to our church and their flexibility, but also their willingness to come together. So today we came back into our Stakely sanctuary, which is our kind of our historic sanctuary. We left out of there to move to our new sanctuary on July 4th of 2004. So it's been 17 years since we've had a Sunday morning worship service in there. We had 2 services at 8:30 and 11 o'clock, and both of them were really well attended, without childcare or any of that, Bible fellowship classes, so well attended. And just there was a sweet spirit in the place as we just sang out again with a renewed excitement for what God was doing. Right there in that building that the ground was first tilled in 1905. And so to think about what's happened in our world since 1905, and to see God's hand of faithfulness on our church for close to 200 years it was almost overwhelming to be a part of. And we left this morning, sang the last note, the doxology that we've been singing for many, many years. And there was just a joy and a thankfulness in our church today that just was just felt so close.